Gerard Butler has lost his wife, the silly Billy, and there may be some foul play afoot. So he's going to spend the rest of his day trying to find where he misplaced his lady Sif, and discover the small town's underbelly in the process in Last Seen Alive. Hello there, you loose units, and welcome back to another episode of Spicy Boy Reviews. I'm, of course, your host, Andrew Iles. Here we have another Gerard Butler film. This is directed by Brian Goodman. He's an actor and a director. He's starred in a bunch of films in Hollywood. Look at his IMDb. The list is long. He's starred in films like Munich, the show Lost, Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, Catch Me If You Can, just to name a few. But this film being his third time behind the camera directing. We open the film on a spoiler alert! Yet this could be a bit of a bum steer here, and you bloody well hope so. Here we meet Scottish too hottish Gerard Butler, who is driving cross-country with his wife, played by Jamie Alexander. You might remember her from some of the Thor films playing Lady Sif. You know, the only real possible candidate to take over as Lady Thor instead of Natalie Rubber Arms Portman. Her husband is driving her back to her hometown, where she plans on staying with her parents for a little while because the couple are on a break. You know those things, breaks that couples do. It's a thing they do to soften the blow before they inevitably actually commit to breaking up. Turns out that she wasn't happy with her marriage, so she got balls deep with some random guy, which of course causes tension in their marriage. And her male side bitch seems to be constantly texting her. So, one of those stage 3 Klingons. Then the couple pull into a gas station to fill up the car with gas, and wouldn't you know it, Wifey Poos pulls a David Copperfield and vanishes. Which of course puts King Leonidas into a frantic frenzy, and he's tearing the place up looking for her. He doesn't know who did it. He doesn't know what they want. He doesn't have any particular set of skills, but he's going to look for her, and he's hoping to find her, and if he's got time, he's going to kill whoever did it. He gets the help of the local detective here, and they team up for a couple of minutes, and then they veer off into their own little side quests doing their own investigation. Gerard Butler's turning up the town looking for his wifey Poos, and he's a little in over his head doing his own investigation here, and he meets some of the shady locals. You know, he meets meth addicts, meth handymen, and meth cooks. And along the way, we discover that Preston from Can't Hardly Wait may have something to do with it. We get flashbacks sprinkled throughout the film, thickens that sweet, sweet plot here, and we get a few twists and turns along the way. The movie barrels through, never slowing down for a minute, in a good way. It's all based in one day, it's really believable and grounded, and we get those juicy, juicy stakes, and it keeps the tension high throughout the run of the film. It's an hour and a half, and I swear I was never bored. The direction is magnificent. Brian Goodman is great here. I'm looking forward to seeing more of his films. He keeps us in a constant state of tension, and the suspense is high the whole way through. I was truly invested in the story and the outcome. The subject matter is based in reality here, which makes it all the more frightening and frantic, and you really side with Gerard Butler here. You're on board with him. And we follow Gerard Butler through the climax here, doing his best solid snake sneaky sneaky. I didn't know where it was going. The film kept me invested, and it was great. However, it did remind me heavily of another film I grew up watching and really, really liked. The film's called Breakdown. It was released in 1997, starring Kurt Russell. This film is identical in story, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone came out and said that it was a remake. Both films are great. They're both awesome. Like I said, they're structurally pretty much the same. The only nitpick, though, is unfortunately that Gerard Butler isn't as awesome as Kurt Russell. No one is. But all the same, it's still a great movie. I wasn't planning on seeing this film. I wanted to see another film to review for the show, but my local theatre wasn't playing it. This was on instead, and I'm like, yeah, let's give it a go. I took a chance, and I'm so glad I did. It's a solid 3-star thriller here. I was invested from start to finish. I like the characters. You know, an actual movie. It's great. I like it. So if it's still out when this review comes out, please go see it. Support this movie. It's It's just a solid 3-star thriller. Guys, write down below if you've seen this film or even know it existed, because I bloody well didn't. And what is your favourite Gerard Butler movie? And of course, if you've made it this far into the episode, please give us a thumbs up, because your love and support keeps me going, because I just love movies, and I assume you do as well. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe icon, because we give out episodes weekly, and we'll see you back here next week for the next review, and until then, stay spooky, kids.